Hello, I'm Matt, with Atlantis Games and Comics. Today we're opening an Alliance shipment. I don't really know what's in here exactly. I get the feeling it's a bunch of D&D minis, but we're about to find out. Oh yeah, ASMR sounds. And of course, you know, what's an unboxing without just throwing a bunch of stuff everywhere? Yeah. See, that's later me's problem. This is a ship. It's really dope. It's for Eberron. Wow, that is really cool. You know, for a pre-painted ship, it looks pretty good. We got some wear on the sails, some patchwork. You know, and with any miniature like this, you can always touch it up too or repaint it. Yeah. Box corners are sharp. Don't touch them. All right, Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride is a fairly decent board game about building a railroad. I haven't played it, but I've heard very good things about it. Catan Starfarers. So, you like Catan? You like Catan in space? There you go. It's dope. Alright, we got some expansions for Arkham Horror. Yes, here we go. That's where the camera is. And, yeah. So, it looks like the Dunwich Legacy and Dream Eaters expansion. So, Sushi Go Party. Who doesn't like a card game based around sushi and eating? You know, it's cute little cards. It's good for kids. You know, ages 8 and up. Nice solid box, too. Ooh, Imperial Specialists, some sleeves, some Legend of Zelda sleeves. All right, and that is box 1 out of 4. All right, so we've got, this is just like a core set for the Legend of Five Rings card game. All right, some Imperial Specialists. Pretty dope. And of course, sleeves. Who doesn't like Legend of Zelda sleeves? Okay, next box. I'm just gonna throw these down here. What do we got here? So we got a young silver dragon. Ooh, we've got Valor. Definitely like a demon. Oh, and we got a young red dragon. So if you really hate your players, you know, we go with the reds. Traditional, always a challenge. Furcrag, definitely my least favorite. He's from Baldur's Gate. And a young gold dragon. I think gold dragons are typically like good, but you know, there's always exceptions that can be made. All right, that's a pile of stuff right there. Where's it going? Yeah. Okie dokie. And a WizKids box. Oh, it's Christmas for miniatures. This is stacked. We got a human male sorcerer. This looks familiar. It looks like the one I'm painting on Sundays for the moment. A blue slad. Ooh, we got some more of the Beholder zombies. These are going to be really cool. Let's take a look. We got some tent and lean-tos. Well, a heroic statue for when you need a generic statue of a hero for your town center. I like the dual-wielding swords. Just kind of... Oh, a green slad. I don't know what the difference between a blue and a green slad is, but, you know, hopefully they get along well enough. Oh, what do we have here? We have a Basilisk and Grell. A little brain with a beak and a little lizard. I like lizard. All right, we got a hill giant. Looks two-headed. You'd think that would mean twice... Oh, it's an Etten. Oh, my bad. You'd think that would mean twice the brain power, but you would be mistaken. They are still dumb as a sack of hammers. Oh, this box is just stacked. We have a dwarf cleric. We've got a human wizard, one using burning hands and the other doing some sort of water effect. Maybe shape water, I don't know. Elf sorcerer. Definitely seen him around. Oh, we've got some death dogs. You need a death dog? There you go. Male elf magus, so a magic user. This boy is an ogre. He looks like what I would expect an ogre to look like. All right, we got a female human oracle. Oh, this is one that I believe Mike painted on a Sunday. Is a human male barbarian. I personally like a barbarian that thinks he's a rogue. So he's not actually stealthy. He just intimidates everyone into not noticing him. a harpy and Aarakocra, or however that's pronounced. You like birds? Like burbs? Some burbs. Burp. Oh, we got an elf cleric. Oh, some liches. You like undead? You like having phylacteries? You like hating your players and having them cast nasty spells. Liches are good. Hobgoblins. You can tell that they're hobgoblins by the amount of hob that they have. Ah, a lich and mummy lord. Ah, an archery range. You need some archery targets for your town setting. There you go. That giant box of miniatures. We're going to go ahead and awkwardly toss all of it back in the box so that we can check it in later. That's just going to be a minute of making this.
One eternity later.
Yeah. Alright, lots of big minis. So we're going to be using the close-up cam again for some of this. Alright, so we've
this
got...
looks very Dark Soulsy.
Yeah, you want some bonfire, you want some pools and pillars. Here's Pillars and Banners, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo, which is always the title for Part 2. We've got a Bahir, which has lots of legs. Where's its center of mass, even? That's goofy. Alright, so we got another Balor, the demon dude. He's pretty dope. We've got this, a blue slad. He's blue. So we got blue and green slads. Not to be confused with salad, which is a medley of vegetables and usually some form of dressing. There's a gold dragon. Yeah, we've got a young silver dragon. And a hill giant. This guy ate his Wheaties. He's a big boy. Alright, we got some Star Wars Legion dudes. We've got some Rebel Commandos. So these are like, you know, Endor Forests kind of dudes. And then we've got the Imperial Scout Troopers. So these are definitely just the Scout Stormtrooper variety. Legion's a cool game. And that's it for box number 3. So we'll just put it all back in the box, awkwardly stare at the camera. Yes, yes. So we got this large box here. Jaipur. Jaipur is a 2-player game. If you need a game for 2 people, it's wonderful. I've seen it played like twice now, and both times I kind of wanted to play it afterwards. Oh, we have a Starfinder pawn collection. So if you need like little cardboard standees for all of your minions and monsters in a Starfinder campaign, so all your aliens and your Xenos, this is perfect. It looks like some scenery here. There's a downed ATST, so chicken walker. Wow. I can actually make that out pretty well. But looks dope. Ooh, Forbidden Island. Forbidden Island's a really cool game in that you are searching for like 4 relics while an island is sinking. You lose access to parts of the board as it goes on. You know, it's a cooperative game, so if you're like me and very competitive, it's nice to have an option where you don't feel like a jerk afterwards. I always feel like a jerk. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that. Brushes. 2 of them. Not for throwing. Oh, some green stuff. Green stuff is a modeling putty. It's an epoxy 2-part. Looks bright green when you mix them together. Ooh, we have a land speeder, X-34, for Star Wars Legion. So, you know, it's what Luke rides around in A New Hope. Some Tauntauns, some Tauntaun riders. If you're on Hoth, they make a lot of noise and they smell awful on the inside and the outside too. Eldritch Horror. Eldritch Horror is another cooperative game for 1 to 8 players about stopping, you know, the end of the world or disaster. Obscurio. This is a game I know nothing about, so I'm going to guess that it happens in a library, which is totally made up and probably not true. It's a game of images and interpretation, according to the box. So one player is kind of like the guide, or like a DM, trying to get people to go the correct way. And then there's a traitor. So you have one bad guy who's trying to mislead everybody, and then like one kind of game runner, and then everyone else is working together. Seems really cool, actually. Kind of up my alley. It's got wizards in it. Marvel Crisis Protocol. You like Marvel superheroes? You like miniatures games? This one's for you. You can customize your team by having, you know, Star-Lord and Spider-Man on the same team. Or like, I think even like Doc Ock or like Red Skull. You know, what have you. Captain Marvel and Black Widow. And this is a cutting mat. Useful for working on miniatures or other projects where you're using a knife and trying to avoid messing up your nice table so your roommate doesn't get mad at you. Not speaking from personal experience. I would never do something like that. I don't know if I went over this, but it's a TIE SK Striker for Star Wars X-Wing. X-Wing is probably one of the best dogfighting space combat like miniatures games out on the market. Oh, Saving Ren. This one's actually been really popular. So this is an Age of Rebellion core book. So if you like the Star Wars RPG, this is like the height of like the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance. So Age of Rebellion, not like you know, Outer Rim, which would be like bounty hunters on the edge of the galaxy. Alright, and then we got some Starfinder flip mats. So it's like a dry erase, like these are a couple ships. So meal and meal. And then a couple of adventure packs, which are like pre-made adventures, and this is the part 2 of this particular one. The Threefold Conspiracy. It has 3 folds. The first fold is that the Earth is flat. The second fold is that the moon doesn't exist. Don't ask me what the third one is. I have no idea. We got some primer. There's white primer. Wow. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely had fun. It was a lot of box opening and lots of cool stuff. Check it out. Alright, so I didn't drop it. So there were no accidents in the filming of this video. I'm very proud of that. Just happens all the time. It's a struggle. Oh, I shouldn't have thrown that. Brushes. I don't know what you're talking about, but even if I did, I wouldn't acknowledge it.